From the Storm Team Weather Lab, KAMC meteorologist Lance Blocker.
As we take a look at the KAMC sky cam looking above Lubbock here, I talked about this earlier. I mentioned this briefly. This little cream color out here, normally that's blue, right? This is West Texas, right? There's normally a blue sky with no rain, but today we have this little cream color off in the background. That is actually what's helping. If you've noticed the vivid sunsets we've had the last few days, and we're going to have a few more of those over the next couple of weeks here, or next couple of days here. That's because of the smoke from eastern California. We showed that fire tornado last week. Well, now that smoke has made its way eastward and is now impacting our area. And so the big impact from that is that, again, the vivid sunsets. It's called MIE scattering, M-I-E. The way the sunlight hits off of the smoke particles, it creates that red light, which is why we have, again, those vivid sunsets. So if you get a good sunset picture, send it to us here at KAMC News. I'd love to be able to put it on the show with you. So, but looking around the radar, unfortunately, we don't have any rain pictures coming in because there's nothing there to report. No rain across the region today, nor for the rest of the weekend. We do have one chance next week, and I'll go over that in just a few moments here. So as we take a look over the next few weeks here. Okay, here we go. This is what I was looking for. We've got this area of high pressure out to our west, and over the next week or so, that shifts over a little bit to the east, bringing us some drier and warmer temperatures by the weekend especially. But so the big story, since we don't really have too much going on here weather-wise, is this. This is currently Tropical Storm Marco. It's a fairly small storm. We've had a hard time with this the last few days. It's nudging its way between the Yucatan Peninsula, which is right here, and then western Cuba, which is right here. And so it's a little tiny storm. The difficult thing with these small storms is that they're impacted heavily by the environment they're in. Right now, it's again a tropical storm. It's got winds of about 65 miles an hour of the latest update, and it could strengthen into a hurricane, I expect, because it's a small storm, that it's going to be impacted by a lot of wind shear as it moves to the central Gulf, and then as it moves onshore. And it's staying a Category 1 here by the National Hurricane Center. Don't be surprised to see that come down. The big deal with this, again, a big rainfall producer for those folks. The other big story, this is Laura. Laura is moving off to the northwest. It's going to come in behind Marco, so about the same time frame. It is moving faster. But again, we're talking about a Category 1 storm. The big deal with Laura, as this graphic is misplaced and should not be there, Laura is a lot bigger, right? So Laura may bring some more widespread rain. Now, I've seen over the last couple of days here some people talking about potentially some moisture moving into our area on social media from these storms. I would love to tell you that's going to be the case. It's simply not going to be. It's the way we see it right now. What I'm showing you right now, this is a great way. Dr. Tom Moat taught us how to do this, where you look at the actual precipitation forecast, and this is Laura, this is Marco, okay, as they move onshore. Whenever you look at the forecast tracks, you see where the center goes, but you don't necessarily see how far to the east and west the rainfall goes. So as I put this in motion, again, Marco, Laura, right? As I put it in motion, it moves through East Texas and Oklahoma. This is a rainfall staying well to our east, not impacting West Texas at all. And then Marco and Laura move off to the northeast. So unfortunately, we won't see any impact from that here for us. And so what we will see, again, the sunny skies with that cloud, with that haze from the smoke for the next couple of days. Temperatures are pretty nice, though. Look at that, low 90s, 92, 93, 92 by Wednesday. Our next best chance is going to show up come Thursday. We're keeping an eye on the possibility of a few isolated showers and storms, but again, very isolated. Then as we head towards the weekend, area of high pressure really builds in, upper 90s to near 100s again. So look, we're going to keep an eye on these storms over the next couple of days. Stick with us. Coming up next, we've got Red Raider Nation, so don't go anywhere. Eric Kelly's walking in right now. He's got you covered.